whatever is mentioned over here, saying upload as PDF till possibly 10, these are documents that are required to be uploaded as scanned copies as PDFs. The rest of the documents you need to carry as originals later, at a later point in time, at the time of admission. Not required now, but you can always have them now, get them ready. You have your NEET PG admit card, etc., etc. But these have to be uploaded. We'll go through each document one by one, because this list of certificates, you need to get it ready right away, possibly within 10-15 days or maybe slightly longer. If the application form filling starts, even if it is slightly longer, you will have all the you should have all the documents. If you are of Kerala origin, if you are of Kerala origin, what is the advantage you have? You have eligibility for Kerala counselling first. You also have a community reservation, then you will be able to get that community reservation as well. If you have done your MBBS in Kerala from other state, you don't get that. So if you are from Kerala origin, you apply as Kerala origin, SSLC, Indian passport or birth certificate. 3 documents they have mentioned. Your SSLC certificate, usually Kerala has that SSLC certificate with the place of birth. If it is state board, I assume, if we are wrong, just correct us. So SSLC or Indian passport obviously has the place of birth, or your birth certificate. Mentioning your place of birth as Kerala is fine. The same document, you are not born in Kerala, your parents were born in Kerala, their documents, any one of these, that is also fine. If you give their documents, then there should be a corroborative certificate. A certificate will shows the relationship between mentioning that your name and your father's name. Any document, your passport is also fine, which mentions your name and your father's name as your passport, or any such document will be fine. So basically, if your father's passport mentions Kerala, as the place of birth, you give it as place of birth proof, and then if your passport has your father's name as mentioned in your father's passport, obviously then you can use that. And or a nativity certificate from the showing either the candidate or parents. If you don't have these certificates, you still by birth can be eligible, provided you have a nativity certificate. It has to be taken from the village officers mentioning that either the candidate or parent was born in Kerala. So, and the self-declaration, if it is required, we'll get back later, not required at this point in time, I guess. For non-Keralites, you're a non-Keralite. How will you be eligible? Because you have done your MBBS in Kerala. Then you have to get a certificate from the principal. Do it now itself. Go to the institute, get a certificate from the principal mentioning that the institute is, you have done your MBBS in Kerala. Now, or an MBBS degree certificate is also fine. You just send across an MBBS degree certificate which says it is the degree certificate of Government Medical College Trivandrum. That is sufficient as well. Nationality proof, passport or voter ID, or if SSLC is from Kerala board, then the nationality is mentioned as Indian. Kerala origin, if you are Kerala origin, the SCBC or your category certificates need to be produced. If you are claiming for concession, there are 2 factors here. If you are claiming reservation under SCBC or OEC categories, then a non-creamy layer certificate is required. If you are claiming a concession in fee, then an income certificate is required. So this is the usual rule, might have slight changes, but that is the usual rule that you can take it as, and then produce those certificates that are necessary. You go to the village officer, they will clearly direct you. Intercaste marriage certificate, and if you are ex-serviceman or dependent of Jawan, then those certificates. PWD certificate, this is at the medical board we mentioned. Minority certificate, if you are Christian minority or Muslim minority, then minority certificate if it is applicable. And this is for private institutes only, no seats in government institutes. Note that there are categories of backward Hindu, backward Christian and Muslim under the government seats itself, or the government quota seats which are available. This is different. This is socially economic SCBC category. You also have AC, Christian minority or Muslim minority seats under private institutes at higher fee structure. This is different. So make the distinction, because this is based on creamy layer criteria. This is pure based on the religious minority criteria. And this is in case fee concession is applicable, it is for children of fishermen, etc. You need this certificate and date of birth proof. So this, till this you need to upload as PDF. All these certificates you need to upload as PDF. Date of birth proof. If you have your birth certificate, probably many of these get covered as well. And post that, you get a printout of your application form. first page of the application form needs to be printed out. This is for service candidates. First page of the application form for everyone. MBBS degree certificate or provisional pass certificate, your completion certificates, internship completion certificate, NEET PG admit card, NEET PG score card, and your permanent medical registration issued by NMC is required. Now, Kerala State Medical Council registration. This is a confusion that you will have. We will sort out two confusions. One is the Kerala State Medical Council registration confusion. It will mention that a Kerala State Medical registration is required at the time of joining, possibly in later notifications, etc. That is fine. They will allow even if you have a registration from another state and give you 2 months time to change your registration. Most of the queries that we have got is from Kerala, Karnataka Medical Council registration changes. I have got an NOC from Karnataka, I had to apply for Kerala. I studied in Kerala, got a registration, I changed to Karnataka, what to do? Nothing to be done now. This will be accepted at the time of joining, even if it is Karnataka Medical Council, that will be accepted at the time of joining. Later they will give you time irrespective of notifications. If you have a doubt, you can ask last year's candidates. If anybody missed out because they had a Karnataka registration, they will tell you, no, it was accepted. Transfer certificate from MBBS institute. This is not required currently for upload, but at a later point in time, some institutes actually insist, you want to get a transfer certificate from your institute, you can get it, but we would suggest even there will be no stoppage of admissions because of that. So this has to be taken from your MBBS institute. It has to be provided at a later point in time, but at this point you don't need to do anything. Same with eligibility certificate. You don't need to get an eligibility certificate at this point in time. Your admission will be accepted even if there is no eligibility certificate. So these two don't need to worry about. This can be done later, don't need to worry about. And for in-service and the allotment letter has to be taken. This is after allotment, so you can wait for that. Bond needs to be submitted at the time of admission with surety signatures. So Kerala has a 1 year bond, right? 1 year and 50 lakhs bond. You have to serve Kerala for 1 year, else you will have to pay a penalty of 50 lakhs after you complete your 3 years PG. Now, this bond has to be submitted at the time of admission in all the institutes. So you need to get that as well. But you will be given a 7-day timeline after admissions. They'll not stop your admissions because it will be 2-3 days for admissions or 3-5 days for admissions. They'll not stop it, but be ready with that.